Hello students, we will study counting distinct elements in a string. In this topic we'll understand how we can count the elements in a string using FM algorithm. The count distinct problem. Let's understand first the count distinct problem. Finding the number of distinct elements in a data stream with the repeated elements is called as distinct elements. The elements might represent IP addresses of packet passing through the router, unique visitor to the website, elements in a large database, modifiers in a DNA sequence, or the elements of RFID sensor networks. There are many situations where we need to find out the distinct elements. Amazon wants to find out how many new customers visited today on my website. How many distinct products are purchased by the specific region customer. These are all of the examples where we need to find out a distinct count. The Flageolet-Martin algorithm, also known as FM algorithm, it approximates the number of unique objects in a string or database in one pass. If the string contains n elements with m of them unique, and this algorithm runs in an order of n time and needs order of log m memory. The memory uses need order of m memory. Example, think hash map. We already discussed how hash map is helping us to achieve the results faster. It gives an approximation for a number of unique objects along with a standard deviation sigma, which can then be used to determine bounds or approximation with a desired maximum error of epsilon if needed. FM algorithm is not going to give exact results. It gives always approximation results. But when it comes to the large data sets, the deviation is always very small one. We'll understand it with some example also. FM algorithm. The first step, it picks up the k hash function h that maps each of the n elements to at least log n to the base 2 bits. For each stream elements a, let r of a be the number of trailing zeros in h of a in a hash function. Record r is equals to the maximum r of a seen. Estimate 2 raised to power r. So we get the estimation. Compute r for all the hashes. Bunch those together into different lists. Find the mean of each list. Find the median value of those means. That is the approximate number of elements in the data stream. Example, we have stream which consists of 1, 3, 2 and so on. We need hash function is provided to h of x is equals to 6x plus 1 mod 5, and we are going to assume value of b is equals to 5. Okay, because the 5 is provided as a mod 5, that's why we are assuming the value of b as 5. What is b? B is nothing but a number of bits in an example where we are supposed to consider. So first element is 1. We are going to store, we are going to use it 1, and we are going to place it inside this hash function. 1 into 6 is 6 plus 1, 7. 7 mod 5, we get a remainder 2. So we got a 7 value, remainder we got 2. We convert it to binary number. Binary equivalent of 2 is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Now the question is how to calculate R of A. In the algorithm it says it's a number of trailing zeros. So if I consider this binary number which consists of 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So trailing zeros. After 1, how many zeros are present? So if in this binary number we get the 1 as the number of trailing zeros. We got 1 here. Similarly, we'll use the value number 3. We'll place inside this hash function. 6 into 3, that is 18 plus 1, 19. We got a 19 value. 19 mod 5. We get remainder 4. We write the equivalent binary number, that is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. We have to calculate the number of trailing zeros. After 1, we get the 2 zeros. So we are writing R of A is equals to 2. Similarly, for 2, for 1, we calculate all those values, the hash values. We use the mod function to get the remainder. We write the equivalent binary number and then we write the number of trailing zeros. Let's understand one very special case. So here we have value of x is 2. We are writing it to, we get the value 13. And when you get the remainder as a 3. And if you convert it to binary number equivalent, we get 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. And number of trailing zeros, 0. Exactly we're supposed to write is 0. Let's take another example. Suppose the x value contains 4. The h of x, the calculation of functions will be 25. The remainder will get 0 and we get the number of zeros all into equivalent of binary. What we get in the remainder then? In R of A, we will count the all zeros. So we write 5. Now, in algorithm, it says we supposed to calculate capital R. Capital R is nothing but max of R of A. We get the max of R of A. That is we get the value 5. So number of distinct elements is equals to n. So n is equals to 2 raised to power R. The value of capital R is 5. 2 raised to power R is 2 raised to power 5. So we get the value 32. So there are 32 distinct elements present in this. But this is the value which is we got through only one hash function. We should have k hash functions in FML. Let's understand with the example where we have a stream of data 4259167. A hash function is provided in the form of h of x is equals to ax plus b mod 32. H of x is equals to 3x plus 7 mod 32 and second hash function is given x plus 6 mod 32. Now this is a string. We'll understand we will solve with the help of first hash function. We'll consider the first value as 4. We're placing it into function 3 into 4, 12 plus 7 that is 19 and then 19 mod 32 we get 19 as the remainder because 19 is not divisible by 32. We write their equivalent binary number. Then we use the next value that is 2. 3 into 2 that is 6 plus 7 that is 13 mod 32. Similarly, we will find out the different values for the 5, 9, 1, 6, 3, 7. We found all those equivalent binary numbers and we calculate the trailing zeros. So number of trailing zeros in here is 0. Again here also 0. Here we got 1 trailing 0, 1 trailing 0. Here also we have 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2. So we are writing all trailing zeros in a curly braces. Max of this is 4. So capital R is equals to 4. Then we calculate the output. The 2 raised to power R that is 2 raised to power 4. 2 raised to power 4 is equals to 60. For the second hash function, we use the same string. 4 is used here. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 mod 32. We get the 10 as the final value and we convert it to binary equivalent. Similarly, we find for the 2 in 5 and for the 9 we get a 15. Then for 1 we get a 7. For 6 we get a 12. For 3 we get this 9 and for 7 we get the 13 and we convert into binary equivalent. So So we calculate, continue from this. We calculate the maximum trailing 0. So 3 is the maximum trailing 0. Output will be 2 raised to power r is equal to 2 raised to power 3, that we get the 8. So we got 16 with the function 1 and 8 with the function 2. So we will find out the median between these two functions. So that's how we get the number of distinct elements in a given string. Thank you.